Hi there, it is Monday, July the 8th, and I have my spiritual spice cards, and I'm going to shuffle them, and we're going to look at what energy are we going to be dealing with in the coming week. What are we going to focus on energetically? Okay. Overcoming challenges. Now, I hesitated for a minute because I had that card, and I wanted to, I really wanted to put it back and draw another one, but I can't. That's the rule, all right? So anywho, let's go to the book, Spiritual Spice, and we need to look at overcoming challenges a little bit more is what I'm thinking, right? Okay. Okay, so here's where I landed in overcoming challenges. Pay attention to what you avoid. It's probably a good clue to how you sabotage yourself. Break through that barrier and you will find your limitless potential. Now, remember, we all have limitless potential, but so let's go just a little bit, do a little bit different. So let's do sentence by sentence, okay? Pay attention to what you avoid. All right, so we don't normally pay attention to what it is that we're not paying attention to, right? But if you will look at what is it that you avoid doing. Now, here's something that I've noticed for myself. If there's something that I need to do for my business or in my life and I keep putting it off and putting it off, I'll think, okay, why am I not doing this? Or if I find myself distracting myself, all right, see, like Facebook, it's a wonderful way to distract yourself, right? So if I find myself, you know, like moving all around, I've got my little mouse here, y'all can't see that, but anyway, so I've got my little mouse and I'm clicking on things and looking at things, I go, I will stop and I'll go, okay, what am I avoiding? What is it that I am distracting myself from getting done, okay? And then the next thing says it's probably a good clue to how you sabotage yourself, okay? A lot of times when we discover what it is that we're avoiding doing, we will understand how we use things to sabotage ourselves from creating what it is that we want, for being successful in our life and business. And, you know, it's that little ego self that thinks it's keeping you safe. I mean, come on, it serves a purpose, but it fears change. It fears that when you do something different or you do something in a different way, then it's no longer going to be around because it's been forced to leave its comfort zone. And remember, we think that we're safe and protected and comfortable if it's something that's known to us, but that's not really the case, right? Just because we know it, just because we've experienced it before, that doesn't mean that that's going to be safe and that it's going to turn out the same way, because there's so many intricate little, you know, things going on that affect one another. We have no way of knowing that, right? So our part is we need to pay attention to, if we're following that egoic, fearful, fear-based thought system, we want to shift back over into that love-based thought system, and we want to look at what it is that we're avoiding, okay? And it's not always easy to do, and you might need someone to help you with that, and it's okay, but all right, so pay attention to what you avoid is probably a good clue to how you sabotage yourself. Break through that barrier, and you will find your limitless potential. All right, so this is a limitless universe, right? It's always expanding and creating, and you do as well. You're always expanding and creating. Hopefully, if you're not, you're going to get pretty miserable until you do. But the barrier that we put up for ourselves is the only thing that stops us. And I want you to remember that no one else does that. No one else does that to you, because nobody can do anything to you unless you allow it, all right? So let's bring this all full circle on this whole idea. And when we avoid doing things, it's usually because there's some fear somewhere within us about the outcome. All right. And I don't know why, but when I started talking about this particular thought and idea, I kept remembering there's a little book that I have, and it was from in the days when I trained salespeople. And it says, eat a frog for breakfast. And the idea of eating a frog for breakfast is that if you eat a frog for breakfast, then nothing else that happens that day could be any worse. So I like to take it though, because of course we're not going to eat a frog. So when you get up in the morning, why don't you look at the one thing that is the least pleasant for you to do, the one thing that you're continuing to avoid doing, do that first. Get it off your plate, literally, not figuratively, like eating the frog, but find what it is and do what it is that you need to do to finish that, okay? And you can also look at it as if it's something that you're not gonna do and you absolutely hate doing it and it's not fun for you, then find somebody that'll do it for you. Meaning, you know, if you're in business, hire somebody, or, you know, we all love doing different things. So delegate it if you're not gonna be the one to do it. All right, so now if you need help with any of that, if you need help seeing what's going on, what you're hiding from yourself, then just book a session with me through my website, sharonhess.com, and go out and have a fabulous life just because you can.